Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all the amazing minds present here today. We are thrilled to have you join us for the LinkedIn Workshops Basics to Breakthrough, an insightful event that promises to be filled with knowledge, inspiration, and engaging discussions. This event is a collaborative initiative from CSPRE, and today we have our esteemed guest speaker, Ms. Vanya Sharma, alongside Bhumi Srivastav, the founder of CSPRE. I, Ashwi, have the privilege of facilitating this event. Being a part of CSPRIT team for over more than 9 years has been an incredible journey of growth, collaboration, and shared passion. This team is more than just an association. It's a close-knit family where every member has contributed to an enriching experience that has truly been worth every moment. I'm honored to bring that energy into this event. Before we move ahead, let's take a moment to ensure that our virtual space is welcoming and interactive. Feel free to use the chat box to engage, share your thoughts, and participate in discussion. Am I audible now?
You are very much audible.
Okay. We are dropping in the links to our socials in the chat. Make sure to follow us for latest updates, insights, and exciting opportunities to stay in the loop and get valuable psychology related content. Let's move on to some important instructions. Attendance will be noted throughout the event and we will be required till the end for certificate eligibility. Any form of misconduct, inappropriate behavior, disruption during the event will not be tolerated. Participants engaging in such activities will be removed from the event. Make sure your microphones remain muted unless asked to speak to maintain a smooth and engaging discussion. Now, I would like to introduce our speaker for the day, Vanya Sharma. Vanya Sharma is a dedicated mental health advocate and founder of Mended Minds, a platform promoting well being through community initiatives and psychoeducation. A psychology major and social minor, graduate from Kamla Nehru College, DU. She held leadership roles and now pursuing MSc Clinical Psychology from Christ, Delhi NCR. With hands-on experience from institutions like World Brain Center, she specializes in social, cognitive, and clinical psychology. A certified CBT practitioner with expertise in research and statistics. She has conducted workshops on LinkedIn optimization, self-care, and life after higher education. Through LinkedIn and TopMate, she fosters discussions on mental health, leadership, and personal growth, empowering individuals to thrive. Let's give her a virtual round of applause, please. Okay, we are also delighted to have with us Bhumi Srivastav, the brilliant mind behind CS Pray, a platform dedicated to psychological learning, community engagement. Alongside with her, we have Akash Srivastav, the director of CS Pray, since its inception, who has played a pivotal role in shaping and leading the platform to where it stands today. CSPRE aims to create a space where individuals can live, love, and learn psychology through insightful discussions, collaborations, research initiatives. Bhumi has worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between academic psychology and real world application, making mental health awareness accessible to all. So, guys, we are also attaching to the links to our LinkedIn platforms for Vanya, me, CS Prey, Bhumi, everyone. You can connect with us, follow us, to keep having such content, and to just grow your platform with us. Before starting, can I have a small engaging round with a raise of hands of people who have an active LinkedIn profile here? Okay, okay. I see quite a few raising their hands. Okay. Okay, so quite a few. And can I also have a raise of hands for people who have created their LinkedIn profile but left it stranded all over there? Okay, the number is rising too high now. Let's start with the workshop now so that we can know more about LinkedIn and keep our profiles active from now. I would now like to invite Ms. Vanya to begin the session.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Vanya. Thank you, Ashby, for an amazing introduction. I'm all pleasured by your responses. I can see all the reactions. I hope this entire 1 hour keeps this engaging. So it's a pleasure to have you all here today for the workshop, and thank you everybody for joining in. I can see 65 people around, so I am overwhelmed by the response here. Whether you're just starting with your LinkedIn or your professional journey, LinkedIn actually makes you enhance your online presence. And it's a game-changing tool for personal branding, networking, and career development. So before we dive in, I think that part is genuinely covered by Ashvi. But for me, I want to recap with the fact that on a scale of 1 to 5, considering one being not at all LinkedIn related and five being that you're most LinkedIn related, can you give me a raise of hands if you are somewhere lying between 4 to 5? Okay, I can see raising people raising hands. We have around 6 people. Yeah, yeah. So we have good people also that who genuinely have confidence that they can do well with their LinkedIn. Who are the people who have a range of around a 1 to 4? Okay, I can see. Yeah, I can see numbers rising, but everybody, we are here to increase our numbers. You can keep your hands down. I can see that I genuinely want you guys to increase your numbers after this workshop so we can have this session again once the workshop ends up. So starting with the workshop, yeah, can we have our first slide? Yes. So, this workshop will be divided into 4 different segments. From my personal experience, I believe that there are 4 different parts to actually develop your LinkedIn profile. The very first being networking, how you network your LinkedIn. The second being LinkedIn optimization, how do you build your LinkedIn profile? Because that would make you believe and actually have that confidence in your online presence. The third would be first of all, I'm sorry to ask that am I audible to everybody? Yeah, that's fine. If my voice breaks in between, you can just raise your hands. Yes. Third, now coming up, the first being your LinkedIn optimization. Second is networking. Third is how do you post your content, and fourth being how do you create your content apart from your networking, posting, and your LinkedIn optimization. And ultimate goal, these all 4 segments will help you actually make your LinkedIn profile optimize and find your correct or your dream job on LinkedIn. So I'll start with the first session. I can't see the slides changing. Is it my network issue?
Shavi, can we please have a change? Yeah.
Yeah. Next slide, please. This is covered live workshop objectives. Yes. So first segment being the LinkedIn optimization. So your profile picture. The same algorithm goes for Instagram. If anybody or whoever from industry experts to your peers, anybody who reaches out to your profile, the first ever thing that they will see, they will come across would be your profile picture. So for those people who have selfies or their passport size pictures posted as their profile picture, I mind me, you don't have to post that. You have to post a very formal picture, yet it should look approachable and friendly. So what you can do, there are certain prototypes also here. What you can do is post a chest length picture. Don't post an entire full length picture. Post a chest length picture so that it makes your face more visible. The picture should not be blurred. It should be clearly visible. Secondly, the picture, I personally have that belief that your picture should have a quite smile, a very decent smile, so that you look more approachable because the picture that you put, it's going to convey a message alongside with it. So yes, that part is covered, and the picture should be very clear and not pixelized or blurred. Second, we have next slide is the LinkedIn banner. So, LinkedIn banner is the second thing that people are going to see in your profile picture. So, how many of you have a LinkedIn banner? Give me a raise of hands. Yes, perfect. So, how can you craft your LinkedIn banner is using certain LinkedIn or certain Canva websites, or also there are a lot of AI websites or tools nowadays that can help you create your LinkedIn banner. So, your LinkedIn banner should be something that represents you. So, how you can create your LinkedIn banner is first of like I am a psychology enthusiast. I've posted a LinkedIn banner which is very decent, conveys a peaceful message, and also a psychology graduate. That's it. You can put your contact details in that LinkedIn banner, or you can see here. Herschel, the post that you may be that is visible. Yes. So that post you can see that conveys like a decent LinkedIn banner, where I guess it's the previous slide, LinkedIn banner for. Yes. So the picture you can see here, Herschel, for Herschel, he has written content writer, content writing, storytelling, and community building. So that is what represents Herschel. And he has also added on the left corner certain logos. So you can add the logos that maybe represent you. Like I am a Delhi University student, Christ student now, so you can add those logos of the jobs that you have worked for. You can add the logos for that so that people can see that these are the logos that you have worked with or studied with. Next slide is regarding your name. Please put next slide, please. Please put a full name. Don't put anything like Vanya Sharma 18 Vanya dot Ashvi or something like that. Don't post that such kind of names. Post your full name like Vanya Sharma. Make sure that it does not have any initials or something like VS or something. 18 maybe. It's not Instagram, it's LinkedIn. Your full name should be written on that. Next is headline. Make sure that your headline is very a short description about yourself using the keywords. For instance, for psychology people, it can be aspiring clinical psychologist, or it can be something related to Kisley, do you have a question, or we can take up the questions in the end?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So yes, it is a short description about yourself, but make sure that it's very short and represents something that you stand out for. For instance, I have put in my LinkedIn headline that I'm a CBT trained. So for those who don't know, that for psychology people, it's a therapeutic intervention. So this makes me stand out from other population or other psychologists. So you can also put for science tech like um for science people, if you know a coding language, you can write that in your headline. Can we go to the previous slide, Chavi? Yes. So these are two prototype headlines that you can see. MSc Clinical Psychologist, that is what I'm doing right now. CBT trained advocate for mental wellness and research. I also wanted to put educator, so but I'm still contemplating on that. So you can also put something like that. For a friend, I know that he is doing an engineering and psychology degree altogether. So what he puts is that I'm engineering. I'm an engineer by heart or a psychology student, something like that. Culmination of the 2 points. Um, for Khushi, you can see that she is a researcher. She has put research assistant, published poet. So published poet makes her stand out. So you can post something, make sure you post something which makes you stand out from the other population, because it's like the most attractive thing that people or industry experts, when they reach out to your profile, will see. Next up, we have the about section. So about section, there's a lot of story behind about section. That should we have a detailed about section, or should we have a small about section? Shavi, can we go to next slide? Next slide, please. Yes. So it should be a very short section or a very detailed section, but make sure that it is approximately 2,500 characters, but it's not very detailed, but also not very short. So it should be crisp and very provides a crux of your entire journey. So next slide, if we can see, you can see I have provided you a template for the how to write your about section. So in the first paragraph, you can write about the current qualifications or the positions. For example, I'm pursuing my clinical psychology, so master's in clinical psychology. So you can write that in this background, or you can also write that I have done my bachelor's in psychology. I'm a psychology graduate. In second paragraph, that you write something that your extracurricular activities or for instance, something which makes you stand out. For instance, I am a workshop facilitator. I am good with workshops, workshop facilitate, LinkedIn optimization, or something like that. Third paragraph should cover something like beyond your academics, your hobbies, or your achievements. I have cleared my entrance examinations, certain entrance examinations, for instance, if you have cleared, you can mention this in the third paragraph because as industry experts reach out your profile, they should know that you're not something about psychology or about academics only. You stand something beyond that also. The fourth paragraph is that in which you summarize and provide yourself or stand out for yourself as a visionary individual. So I can write that I aspire to become a clinical psychologist. So you can yourself see a flow of activities. Firstly, you starting up with something like what you are currently and ending up with what you want to become. In between, you have put things that make you stand out. So it stands as an entire storyline, but make sure that you don't write a very detailed section. Should be short and crisp and makes you stand out from the other about sections. Um, Make it very small, like I work for the community. How do you work for community? I provide these skills to the community. So that's how something the about section can be curated. In the next slide is the yes, uh, I have curated certain points where how you can write your about section. We have the facility of the comment of the chat box, so why not curate your about section right now, right away, and put in the chat box. So how you will create your about section? Firstly, a hook line. Um, hey, let's connect. How are you? What is your journey? Who are you and what do you do? So I am pursuing a master's in clinical psychology. I have done my bachelor's from Delhi University. Your skills and strengths. I am a workshop facilitator. I am trained in research, something like that. This is I am curating for myself. Make sure that you're curating your about section alongside and putting up in the chat box. Your impact. I aim to provide value and empathy to the community. Call for action. I'm working for as I aspire to become a research enthusiast and also aspiring clinical psychologist. So um, you have around it's 7:27. You have around 3 minutes to curate your about section. No worries. Don't take stress कि कैसे बनाना है, कैसे करना है. Whatever you have in your mind, just put in the about section and put it in the chat box. I'll see and I'll review it alongside. Okay, I can see certain chat box. Yeah. So I have for Ashvi, passionate about BA Psychology honors. Um, okay. Ashvi, you can also write that I am pursuing my BA Psychology honors. I'm a student at Christ University, but make sure you write Christ deemed to be university and Delhi NCR campus also. I am dedicated to understand human behavior and supporting mental health, advocating for mental health so that it should sound more proficient. I'm enthusiastic learner. and with a strong interest in exploring new concepts daily. Yes, I am extroverted, positive, and highly motivated individual with a fun and supportive friend group. Perfect. I am skills and strength. Yeah. Also, I want to mention this fact that if you're dividing the entire about section for yourself in paragraphs, don't write that you are writing now. Now this paragraph is starting as skills and strength. Like, don't provide a subheading to it like that. Make it a flow. But I am this template of this subheading, this template of division is provided just for your facilitation, not for that like that you make the subheadings for it. So interpersonal skills, friendly, approachable, skilled at making others feel comfortable. Okay. Leadership and management, proven leadership, experience through school. Yeah, sounds good overall. Just write full sentences everywhere you write about your about section. Make it a whole story like thing about your journey, your passion, your skills, and something that you aspire to become, so that it conveys the message to others that you are a visionary individual. Next up, we have Nanika. Ever since I can remember, I've been fascinated by the intricacies of human mind. Mm. Nanika, why don't you, even if you want to start with something positive or something, a quote like, just make sure that it is very short, like uh, believing in, I know this won't be very creative, but I believe in learning and a transformation, something very short, just one liner, so that it just creates an impact in just one line. Um, this passion led me to, yeah, currently I'm channel this enthusiasm into volunteering with selfless seva. Perfect. Striving to make a positive impact on society. On campus, you find me actively participating in PSA. Nanika, I can't see your degree anywhere. So start with something that you're currently doing apart from your selfless, even if you're not doing a degree right now, you can also make sure that you just start with what you have done, even if that's schooling. If anybody who's just taken a gap year after their school, make sure that you add that also as an average. Right? A message, Nanika, a very positive message is going through your profile, but it is not it is not visible as in short sentences. People won't be able to go through the same motivational message through your entire about section. Make it small paragraphs. I am standing up for this, like I'm doing, considering that you're in CSI, I am assuming that you are a bachelor student. So, a bachelor student, I am currently doing my community service for Selfless Seva, where I strive to make a positive impact on society. Next paragraph, I actively take part in event management through a CSA or social betterment through CSA. Yes. Next would be I get intrigued about psychological theories or volunteering. I am an avid reader. This line you can add then. And last may just add something like I'm looking forward to become an aspiring psychologist or something like that. That's the message that I got from your or aspiring writer or an author as per your convenience. You can write, and yeah, let's connect and see how this can make a difference together. Perfect. Next I have Parth. Passionate about psychology, research and global affairs. I thrive at the intersection of analysis and strategy. Perfect. Uh, what you can do is part for you, you can write your degree in the first line and then this line that I'm passionate about psychology, because anybody who pursues psychology may somehow or the how has the first line as their I'm passionate about psychology and research. So just do something different that yes, I am doing my degree and I thrive at the intersection of analysis and strategy. Um, yes, I think for you the uh, while engaging in, I'm not sure this message is not visible to me after while engaging in. So I think overall it sounds good to me. that you have mentioned your skills, currently looking to expand my expertise in skills and in research and policy. Just currently, apart from like currently looking, add like um, I'm looking forward to more opportunities in research and policy making while engaging in whatever you want to write. Hello, for Vidhi. Hello, everyone. Don't write hello, everyone, because you by anybody who enters to your profile or reaches out to your profile knows that you are welcoming and positive. Just don't write. This shouldn't be work. Just this shouldn't look like as a um something like a template message. It should more like look like a story. So I'm currently pursuing my master political science honors from IPCWDU. I am enthusiastic and cheerful person with proficient communication skills and sharing empathetic behavior. I look, aim for UPSC CSC. Yeah, just within if you are confident, you can mention your internships that you have done or any volunteering opportunities that you have done. Any you can mention in this in some before your UPSC line. Oh, engaging in meaningful discussions works. I guess yeah, part works for you. The human mind has always Sanchika. The human mind has always okay. For you also, Sanchika, I would advise that if you can write your first paragraph quite a short, because it is the very first line that people get to read. So it shouldn't look like that you have just used ChatGPT or you have not. This is not something which is not personalized. So yes, I'm Sanchika Sharma. Mm, okay. You can also cut the line of my journey. Uh, you can cut that line if you want to, but if you want to keep, you can. It's there's no harm to it, but yeah, it would make it a one line longer. So if you want to cut it, so you can. You cannot deeply invested. Okay. I'm deeply interested. You're not invested into it. Okay. Mm, okay. Yeah. Written your internship experiences. My goal is to make mental health support more accessible and effective. You can write, reach out to make it a community impact. Just make sure that if you have a very long sentences in your about section, make it quite short. You can also use ChatGPT for this because I know human mind does not allow us to make our sentences sometimes are quite short. I also have a habit of explaining everything in detail, but we have to make it a very short and crisp document. I'm always open to discussions and collaborations to learn. You can cut out this line, just write, let's connect and explore our ways to find, to contribute to the field of mental health together. For Garvita, over the years, I'm actively participated in various internships. Yeah, okay. I can't see the vision that you want to pursue, Garvita. Even if you don't have, just end it with, let's. I'm a visionary individual and an ardent learner. I look forward to more discussions and opportunities in future. Let's connect. I'm someone who continuously strives for improvement. This is Yash. Even if you don't want to write, this is a Yash. Uh, you can just not right because anybody who reaches out to your profile has seen that you're Yash Arora in the first name if you have written your full name. And we said Christ must be living, sir. I'm also working under University Council and actively involved in managing various events. Okay. I have strong interpersonal skills. Okay. I can handle pressure with calmness. You can write have I work better under pressure. Perfect. Yes, sounds good for you. Deepika, passionate about human behavior and human advocacy and personal. Yeah, for you, Deepika, I guess the only thing that is missing is that your vision in future ahead. If you have any, make sure that you add it, or if you're not, that I'm looking forward and I want to learn more in future, something like that. So yes, I guess we are good to go with the about section. Next, let's go for the next section now. Can we have the next slide, Chavi? Yeah. So next, a very important section in your profile link optimization section segment is that you make sure that you add up skills. But I want to add another point of caution here that make sure that you add only those skills that you do stand for. Just don't add, even though there's a limit of 50 skills that you can add in your LinkedIn, but make sure that you only add the skills that you stand up for because there's no point that if you can't justify the skills that you have added because there are as soon as you grow up and enter into the market there are a lot of people and as I can see that technology and technological LinkedIn or just online presence is getting more important in this society. I am sure that people would there is the time is very near where people will actually keep asking you that why do you stand up for this skill or why you have added this skill, what is your certification over this skill. So from my personalized experience, when I started my LinkedIn very laid back, but I was adding irrelevant skills as well, like communication, negotiation. Now I know that I want to pursue my career in future, career in psychology in future. So I am adding more skills which are psychology aligned. So if you have something relatable to me, like you know that you want to pursue your career in sciences or in psychology, add skills which are relevant to your own career or your own domains. Next slide, please. Yes. Uh, Recommendations and endorsements. Uh, I know there's a lot of confusion between what are endorsements and what are recommendations. There is a very thin line of difference, although both of these things validate your skills. But are the skills that you have added in your previous slide. You can see that you have added your skills. So endorsements are just a validation to the skills. People will come to your profile, they will see your skills, they will endorse and valid those skills that yes, this individual stands for those skills, validate those skills. Recommendations are something that a lot of people may not come up and give you recommendations, but you can ask them for recommendations because recommendations are something like a written section, like a paragraph in your profile. In next slide, we have added also videos or a tutorial how you can ask for endorsements and recommendations. But make sure that you do ask your industry experts or even your peers. For instance, if you have done an assignment or a CIA, which required a group work, and you feel that you have helped your peers in that particular assignment, you can ask your peers to actually recommend you. uh, there's a section in the recommend when you ask for recommendations. You can see in the tutorial that you have worked together in that. There are different segments in that. But if you ask recommendations more, it is more validated because endorsements are quick way of asking for recommendations. Just to say, next slide, please. Yes, here you can see how you can ask for recommendations. Can we play this video?
Um,
Yes. Yes, I guess I'm audible now. So, here you can see that as soon as you go to your own profile, there will be a section, add profile. at sections. You can click on that section. You'll see add recommendations, get recommendations. So this will be the next picture or the next slide will be which will be visible to you. You worked with Ashwi in the same group, or the next thing that you have to fill at the position at the time, which will be basically the company or the organization at alongside which you worked with the other individual. This will be a template message like, "Hi Ashwi, would you write me a recommendation, please?" This will be a template message will be which will be sent to the other individual like Ashvi to their message box alongside a link. They can click on the link and they can directly send you a recommendation. As soon as they give you a recommendation, you can also see if you want to add that recommendation onto your profile and make it viewable for the others in your connections. So next slide, please. Next, we can see how we can get endorsements from the other people. So as the skills that you have added, the for other people, it will show like for me, this is Saloni's profile. It will for the skills she had added, this will automatically show me a section endorse. So as soon as I click on this link endorse, the skill would get endorsed by me. So I can endorse other people for the skill. If you want to get endorsed by me or by anybody, you can send a personalized message that yes, I attended your workshop. I think I want to get endorsed for this skill. So or for having a great LinkedIn profile, you can get endorsed for any particular skill that you've added. So you can send your own self by a personalized message to the other individuals if you want to get your skills endorsed. Next slide. Yes. So next up, we have certain do's and don'ts that we should ensure that we are keeping in mind as we're curating a LinkedIn profile. Create valuable content. We are going to learn in that in the end of the workshop that how can we curate valuable content. Engage with your audience. Make sure that if you have posted something and people are replying or commenting on your post, you reply them back. Just don't left it as over, but make them feel more accountable. Use visuals that we know that as soon as we post even a basic message with more visualizing or visuals or visually appealing content, it gets more engaged. Be consistent. We are also going to learn the strategy in future that how we can post more engaging and consistent content. Include relevant hashtags. This algorithm goes alongside that we use for Instagram. We put as many hashtags and relevant hashtags we put on Instagram or our LinkedIn, our profile will be more viewable or our post will be more viewable to others. Tell stories. Don't make it very professional, authentic, and obviously it should be authentic, but don't make it very professional or that, okay, I am just going to post my achievements here around and not anything else. Make it a very personalized section where you also post your failures, your success stories, your achievements. You learned something today, or people who blog, they can also post that in this section. Next up is that you can, I would also suggest that why not you start your LinkedIn, like if you don't post a lot, just make sure that you make your first post today. Take a screenshots or like pictures from this workshop, add certain pictures in your LinkedIn profile, make a post that I attended this LinkedIn workshop. You can tag me or you can tag others like Sai Spirit or Bhumi or Ashvi, anybody you want to tag. Just tag these people that they have helped you maybe make this workshop more reachable. You have been provided with a certificate also. Um, Even if you haven't received like certificates will be taking some time maybe to reach out to you, so you can also post without a certificate and create a hype in your amongst your audience, and later on you can also post your certificate that okay, now I got certified for having a LinkedIn optimization masterclass, attending a LinkedIn optimization masterclass. So we were almost on our do's. So the last point which we were covering were tell stories. Now next point will be credit and tag others. I've already covered that point. Tag others, credit others for the workshop or for anything that they do, even if for the bare minimum, like you are helping a friend in your assignment, or you have been helped by a friend in your assignment. Tag him or her and just say that. thank you for helping me, because this makes the people who reach out to your profile show that you actually are very much friendly, approachable, and at the same time you're grateful for things. Because ultimate goal is to just make other people or the industry experts look like that you are very you're a person who does not have a very formal approach, but you're also very authentic and having a personalized or humanized touch to it. So next up we have the don'ts. Yeah, a lot of times in the while posting our content, we go for like oversharing. I have seen people who just post thrice or twice a day. Don't overshare. Make it meaningful and personalized. Maybe we are going to cover up that point where you are going to learn how to post consistently and yet not overshare. So we are going to cover that point, but make sure that you don't overshare because you're not free. You have a main work or task to do, but you are just making your LinkedIn optimized. Avoid controversial topics. That is suggested by from my end. Don't engage in controversial topics. You can post personalized stories. Like recently, I saw a post on Mahakam, which is a very relevant topic and a very hot topic in today's in India today and even abroad. So just post something content related to it, but don't be very active, or you can be active in reading others' comment, but don't be active in terms of like just you overshare. Avoid grammatical errors. Make sure that you reread or proofread your content twice. Don't be oversharing or having grammatical errors in your post. Don't be too lazy. Just make sure that you're not branding yourself as a perfect or a personalized or a very perfectionist individual. Make it that you conduct mistakes, but you learn from them as well. Don't include irrelevant hashtags. Don't ignore comments and don't neglect your profile. That is a very important. The seventh point is a major and very important point. Make sure that once or monthly you go through your own profile and understand the analytics and uh, how you are posting the content, what is getting more impressions or audience engagement. Just go through your profile once because it helps you reflect and introspect in your own profile section. Next slide we have is here we go about with the next section of how to network your LinkedIn profile. So next up, we can see effective networking on LinkedIn, how it can help you with network effectively. So in the next slide, we can see that 80% of jobs are filled through networking. You also know that a lot of times in your peer groups, as soon as you the peers or the teachers, as you connect more with them, you are able to find your idealized opportunities. Like how did you get receive this notification of that a workshop or a LinkedIn masterclass is getting connected? Because you were connected to SciSpirit or to any of our socials. So make sure that you connect with individuals, build your own community and networking. So networking helps you mentoring, learning, and visibility. The more you network with people, the more they're going to tag you or credit you for the work that you have done. So today, if I once this workshop is over, I'll be making a post tagging Sai Spirit with for or Bhumi or Ashvi for making or helping me in successful conduction of this workshop. So and I'll be tagging all those my mentors. Maybe they mentored me for this workshop. So you can tag any of us in our mentorship or learning and visibility. So networking genuinely helps you build your own profile. It's a way of LinkedIn optimization. But the question here stands is that how you can network. So there are certain strategies in the next slide that have lined up that how you can effectively network. First is identify a niche and stick to it. A lot of times we may just connect with people who are not relevant to our particular domain. For instance, if we follow a lot of people from sciences or from marketing, what help will they provide to me if I am a psychology enthusiast and I'm aspiring to become a psychology clinical psychologist? So they won't be of any help to me, and I won't be of any help to them. So how you can identify your niche and stick to it is that firstly you know that what you're doing and what your LinkedIn profile stands for. And secondly, you connect and follow or connect with those people only in your network who are in the similar domain like yours. Maybe two or three you can follow from outside your domain because you also want to know what are the trends or insights going on in other industries, but make sure that you follow more relevant people like industry experts or everything in your own domain because they are going to post opportunities for you that you can easily find on LinkedIn through a genuine, normal, authentic post, which you may not be able to be accessible for you going on to their pages or their websites. Next point is that be consistent, post regularly, but make sure that you don't overshare. Respond to the post comments. Yes, we have covered that point because it helps you build a network. It conveys to the other people that you are accountable and the comments that they're making, it provides you with a feedback and you feel that you're feeling accountable for their comments. Next is that encourage executives to mention your page. So my executives and my mentors today will be Sai, Spirit and Ashvi or Bhumi. So I'll be asking them to mention me in their post so that a lot of people or my network gets to know that I am facilitating such workshops more so that if any other opportunity in future, any other organization or any other industry or like company organizations, for instance, they want to conduct a LinkedIn optimization workshop, they can reach out to me. So encourage request recommendations. We have already learned that how you can request recommendations. So make sure that you request today any of us or any of your peers or industry experts. You can request any of them for recommendations, but fill that profile as well. Next up, we have is follow relevant influencers. Yes, follow relevant influencers in your industry because they are going to directly post in your news feed related to things like job opportunities. For instance, I got to know about Sai Spirit because I was following psychology relevant people. So I if I follow
इधर आ जा
like
काटा ले चल
if I follow more
उधर
people.
दिया भाई ले
Himanshu, I request you to please mute yourself. Thank you. Yes, follow relevant influencers in your industry. Next point we have is turn on creator mode. For those who don't have their creator mode turned on, make sure that you reach out to your profile for your settings. Go to your settings, you'll see a creator mode. If it's turned on, it will not show a different section of creator mode. If it's not turned on, it will show. But nowadays, if you curated your profile recently, as soon as you reach out to your profile, it like create your own profile, it will show that can we turn on the creator mode from a LinkedIn settings only, from their system only. So it's usually turned on. But for people who add their profiles way back and just left that standard, make sure that your LinkedIn creator mode is turned on. Yeah, a very important point, use 1:1:1 rule. So any of us who can like identify, make a guess that what is 4:1:1 rule? Give me a raise of hands. Okay, so yeah, I am so proud of myself for curating something new. Use 1:1 rule. So this is your go-to point where you can post. This is the algorithm that I have been following for content posting. Use 4:1:1 rule, where four times you're posting content which is related to, yeah, like educational post. Um, I maybe curate something like five trends in mental health or um, four hospitals that you can intern with. This is like an educational or a helpful post which is going to help your community. So, five tips on LinkedIn optimization. Maybe I curate something less. So, four times in a month, I'll be posting something which is educational and helpful to the people. Once in a month, I'll be posting something which is personal and reflective. So, my key takeaways from a workshop or my key takeaways about how to do audience engagement. So once in a month, I'll be posting content related to which is personalized and reflective for me. Once in a month, I'll be posting content which is promotional. Promotional content could also include your achievements because you are here on LinkedIn doing personal branding. So you can promote a webinar. I posted for my workshop today. I made a post and maybe shared it. So that's a promotional post. Um, I have done a webinar or I have achieved something, like did a training from Howard. So I'll be posting that in once in a month. So take this as a your go-to mantra. 4:1:1 rule. 4 times you'll be posting education content. Once in a month you're posting promotional content, and once in a month you're also posting something which is personal and reflective. Add hashtags in your post, but make sure that you add only relevant hashtags. Don't make it very 30 hashtags, but none of them is relevant. Post the hashtags which are relevant to the post that you're currently doing. Send personalized connection request. A lot of people may ignore this point, but I genuinely feel that if anybody sends me a personalized request and personalized connection request, so I will feel more concerned, or just the name flashes in my mind, because I know that they have been connected with me for for a particular reason, because they want to learn something about. So as soon as you send a connection request, there is a systemized message that LinkedIn asks you to send, that you send a short note that, hi, I am Vanya. I want to connect with you because I'm really inspired by your LinkedIn profile. So you can send more connection requests which are personalized. So this makes that the people feel accountable, and conveys them that you have connected with them for a particular reason, and you're not just connect pressing on the connect button because you are aiming to enhance your connections. So yes, in the next slide we have we have edit your profile URL. Give me a raise of hands. How many of you have your profile URL edited? I can see three people. Okay, four. So others who don't have their profile URL edited, how you can do is, this feature is only available once you open your LinkedIn profile on a laptop. Make sure that you don't try it through phone, because this is not going to work through phone. So as soon as you open your LinkedIn profile on laptop, on the top right corner, as you can see for my profile, there will be public profile and URL. So this is, as soon as you click on the pencil, it will allow you to craft your own LinkedIn profile URL, because this as when you add in your CV, or send your LinkedIn URL profile URL to others in the industry, so that it's a shortened and edited URL, not a long abrupt text is sent to other people. So for me, Vanya Sharma 18 was the only profile URL which was visible. This will be happening with you also, because it's the same as that a lot of usernames are not available. Like on Instagram, it's the same thing for profile URL, but the most formal and the most aligned with your name URL or public profile name is visible. Just make sure that you add something like that. Don't make it like Vanya dot. I can also do like Vanya dot psychology because it represents me, but don't make it like Vanya dot Christ, because would not go. That would not be very formal or conventional. Next up, we have is the Yes. Next up, we have the leverage the power of features section. So as soon as you make a certain post, like you have been just taught that you can make once in a month post related to your achievements, you can go to that post, select three dots in the top right corner, which appears, add start that post. So if you start that post and go to your profile, you can see these certain featured profiles, so certain featured posts. So these will be the posts that will appear on the top most section of your profile. So for me, as soon as I entered Christ, there were certain achievements which were very quick and maybe very reflective for me. So I've added them in the featured section, because that makes me more viewable and enhances that, and conveys a message to the industry experts that okay, this person has joined Christ a 6 months back and achieved a lot in that duration. So this is a marketing strategy which basically enhances your network and makes you more viewable and efficient for the industry experts. Next up, in the next slide, we have engage in niche micro community. Okay, before that, I guess we have mutual interest approach as well. What you can do is that find professionals in your in your field, engage with their post. This is something we all do, but a lot of times what we do is that if the profile is some or the post is something by which interests us, like is only applicable to us, we just fill up and does not do not help the other community people. If I am a master student and the profile or the job posting which is available or posted by other people, bachelor student, what I can do is ask for just comment on that, commenting for my network. So you're helping the community or the your connections to reach out to your profile for these kind of posts. So, and also you can, if anybody has posted about job posting or something, you can write, "Hi, my name is Vanya. I enjoyed your recent post. Your insights on this were valuable. I did love to connect and exchange thoughts on this." So I've sent certain people like people who work on DRDO or research institutions who are very reputed. You can send such personalized connection requests to them as well, or ask for like recent job opportunities in their organizations. And believe me, they genuinely do reply to your message because they feel that you have you've connected with them for a genuine purpose, and you're not just clicking on connections because of selfish reasons. In the next slide, we can see, okay. In the next slide, we can see is engage in niche micro communities. This is like a lot of people may have joined WhatsApp groups on like on WhatsApp or on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you are more active. You can also join certain these kind of groups on LinkedIn. A lot. So this is a positive psychology coaching. I have added certain group names. You can search them on LinkedIn and get added to them. Psychology for businesses for people who are pursuing organizational psychology. Psychology Students Network post general psychology related content, and positive psychology coaching post positive content. I have recently followed also a group which posts content related to the recent conferences which are happening around the globe for psychology. So you can follow such groups because you don't have to reach out or go for Google searches if you have followed these groups. You can get updates directly from these groups on your LinkedIn. In the next slide, we have uh, humanize your profile. So use the storytelling technique or use your storytelling messages to make your profile more relatable. Post content which like conveys people a message about your failures, achievements. You're posting informative posts like share your industry experts, industry updates or insights. For instance, in my psychology field, nowadays AI and psychology, how these two concepts are aligning is very much intriguing for people. So you can post if you have any knowledge about it or you want have an opinion about it, you can also post that. I have added two examples here. So a lot of people are very much maybe aware about this meme which got very famous during Diljit Dosanjh's concert. So this a person in my connections has posted this meme and also wrote that how emotions are disregarded in today's world. So you can also add up something like that, and this individual person in my connection request has added like I turned 24 yesterday. So this is a post she made on her birthday, like how elderly people do celebrate their birthday, like people who have turned into 20s to 24s, and what are her lessons as a 24-year individual. So you can make posts which are reflective, personalized. Don't post just your achievements or just your learnings. Make it your own personalized story. Next, in the next slide, we have master the power of recommendations and endorsements. We have already learned about how to get recommendations and endorsements. Make sure that you also um, ask for recommendations from others and do reciprocate as well. Give recommendations to others so that it is a mutual interest thing. And next up, in the next slide, we can see analyze profile performance using analytics. So a lot of people consider it as a boring thing, but if you genuinely want to grow your profile, you need to look out for your analytics of your profile. Go to your LinkedIn homepage. These are the steps written. Go to your profile, scroll down to the analytics session and click show analytics. So it will show a matrix of your profile. What you can see is that post impressions, you will be able to see the number of times your post was shown on the other person's profile screen. So you know that this post is getting more engaged, so I can post content more relatable to that particular post. For instance, you posting content related, I personally saw in my profile that my post profile gets more engaged when I'm posting content related to education or something which I have done, like I've done CUET I've given CUET, or I have done workshops. So my profile gets more engagement through that. So you can also see that how many times that your post getting engaged. So make more such posts. The total number of people who follow you, the number of times who viewed your profile, your search appearances. These will be the metrics that will provide a reflection of your own profile. You can gain insights from your own profile reflections and maybe move towards the track of where your profile gets more engagement and optimization. Next, in the next slide, we have, can we have the next slide? Yes. Find your dream job with LinkedIn optimization. Here we go about with the third segment of our masterclass workshop is how to find your dream job with LinkedIn optimization. I am sure that we all are building or gaining more LinkedIn insights just because we want to find our own dream job. There are certain key strategies which you can follow to actually build your LinkedIn and at the same time get your dream job. Apart from making a community, building a community and optimizing your LinkedIn, you can also find certain strategies or loopholes where you can find your dream job. First is advanced search features. Give me a raise of hands. How many of you use this advanced search feature of LinkedIn while you are looking out for job opportunities or internships? I can see two hands. Yes, five. Okay. You can. A lot of people do, but make sure that you're using the correct filters. Use filters like you can. LinkedIn is that one app or one platform which makes you curate your own or just add your own ingredients and cook your personalized dream job. So use filters like location. Do you want it remote, online, hybrid, any of the different filters that you want to put? Add only the filters that you want to, or the correct options that choose the correct options which help you reach out to your own facilitated dream job. The companies that you want to put, the job level, maybe entry level, expertise, management level, industry that you want to work with, hospitality, um, sciences, any of the industries that you want to work with. Set job alerts to get notified of relevant roles. You can click on the job alerts or um, you can click on the bell sections as well for certain company pages, uh, so that you get notified as soon as they post the new job openings. Apply early, like I would suggest that you also use one of the filter, which is the recently posted jobs. Because as you fill up for the recently posted jobs, the first 25 applicants gets a have a higher chance of getting noticed. So because people know that you're very much active on LinkedIn and you have seen their job posting, which was very much recently posted. So use this filter as well and apply for the most recent jobs. And the next step we have is save and track applications. This is a feature which I personally use a lot of times if I feel that I am currently in a class or I am traveling and I can't post or can't fill up this job posting right now because it requires a detailed section to be filled. Just make sure that you save up that job and apply later on through your saved post section. But make sure that the answers or the questions they are asking before selecting on the apply for jobs section. Just make sure that you fill up the right answers to it. A lot of times what company experts have started doing is that they post reverse questioning, like, are you not interested in our job? And we and our mind, following the algorithm, just will click on yes button without seeing that it actually mentions about the not. It has mentioned the not, like, are you not interested in our job? So make sure that you read through the questions and answer them honestly, authentically, and carefully. In the next slide, we can see that how there are certain hidden opportunities to find your dream or identified jobs. First is engage with recruiters or hiring managers post, so that your name gets flashed a lot of times in their post or news feed. Engage with the recruiters or hiring managers. Find unlisted jobs on company career pages. Go to company career pages often and see or look for yourself that how they are asking for the different skills or different uh, jobs or posts that they're making. Make sure that if you that is your dream company, make sure that you align your own skills with those the company posts that they're making. Optimize your link profile for recruiter searches. That we have learned today how we can optimize our profile so that it is more viewable to our industry experts. Use LinkedIn alumni tools for referrals. Ask for LinkedIn referrals from your people or from your professors. Track the startups that recently got funded, because these startups have a lot of job requirements. So make sure that apart from the four big factors or the four big organizations like KPMG or etc., you also look for the startups and help them build their startup. If you have any key insights or key takeaways from that entrepreneurs or startups, search for recruiters actively hiring and follow those recruiters because they will be posting the jobs for that particular company. Contact the hiring managers directly. If you feel that this is my ideal job or this person is the hiring manager for a particular job, you can contact them directly. Send a formal and personalized message that, hi, I am Vanya. I know I have seen that you hire for a particular company like um psycho well-being or Psy Spirit. For instance, if you want to get associated with Psy Spirit, you will be texting directly on the page of Psy Spirit or Bhumi's LinkedIn, because she hires for Psy Spirit or Akash page. I know that these people are usually involved or directly engaged in managing and hiring Psy Spirit, so they will be better answerable to you if you want to get associated with Psy Spirit. In the next slide, we can see how to post your content efficiently and yet effectively. So here I have written, this makes us go to our fourth segment, which is of content posting. Here I've written the 14 different templates that you can use for your next 6 months of effective posting. You can take a screenshot of this if you want to for using this content template. It's like first post, we are going to briefly go through certain templates, how I solved a problem and what you can learn from it. Um, for instance, unfortunately, if a technical error occurs in my workshop, how I learned through that is that I learned to save up certain time or save up how to manage efficiently this workshop, and next time I'll be more mindful about this. So that is your problem and how you learn from it. So people know that every experience that you have is a learning experience for you. The next we have is skills that I wish I learned sooner. I wish I could have learned public speaking sooner. So how this is a reflective post. This can be in the section of reflective post, which you are supposed to make once in a month if you follow 4:1:1 rule. So breaking down industry trends, what you need to know, how you breaking down the industry trends for your community. For instance, psychology is a field which is stigmatized for the fact that it does not have money in the future. If you know that, or if you don't go by that opinion, you can make a post for that, and maybe a lot of people get engaged with with that post. Then fourth is lessons learned from the experience. This is similar to the first template, building your personal brand, where to start. You're doing a personal branding here today by learning how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So where to start? You know that how to start today. So you can curate a post maybe sometime in the week, and you know how to better build your brand today. So these are the templates, or these are the certain strategies that you can use. I can also see the 13th point, why your LinkedIn profile needs these key updates. You know today why your LinkedIn profile needs to be updated. So you can post your key takeaways or your lessons for today into this post. Next slide we can have is LinkedIn Learning. Give me a raise of hands, how many of you are aware about the LinkedIn Learning platform? I can see five people. Okay, six. Okay, 6 to 7 of people are aware about LinkedIn Learning, but others who are not aware about the LinkedIn Learning app, it is a profile, it is a platform which is uh, provided by LinkedIn itself. So, what are the benefits of this profile? There are certain courses from industry experts or from LinkedIn experts that have been posted on this app, which you can either download this app, or you can also, if you use LinkedIn from your laptop, you can directly go to the top right corner of your profile and you will see a learning logo there. This is the LinkedIn Learning app. There are certain courses posted on LinkedIn Learning. What are the benefits of doing the courses? Firstly, these are directly from the experts from different organizations, different companies, and also the experts on LinkedIn. Secondly, the certificates that will be provided by after you complete your course, those will be directly getting added to the certificate section of your LinkedIn profile. So people know that you are learning these skills directly through LinkedIn and providing it for the further for the community. In the next slide, we can see certain courses which I have done on LinkedIn. Although these don't align with my domain psychology, but they have genuinely helped me grow in community, and at the same time um, help me learn some personalized lessons like unlock your team's creativity. I got to know certain strategies which I can follow to work in a team, which also help me further do my assignments like group assignments. So you can follow you can do certain courses from and get those certificates directly added in your LinkedIn profile. But I genuinely know that since the premium section has come up in the LinkedIn time, a lot of courses provided by LinkedIn Learning app has now are now locked, so they won't be available to you. Or even if they're available, one or two modules may be available to you, or you won't get certified for that. So there are certain loopholes which you can follow, which I personally do. So if you have vacations or you have free time, buy LinkedIn Premium for a student on a student discount, which is free for 1 month. So buy that course, grow your LinkedIn in that time, and at the same time do certain courses and add those courses into your LinkedIn profile. So that's a loophole that I could find in until now for doing LinkedIn logged LinkedIn learning courses. If you have any other loopholes, you can follow that. Next slide, we can see um, is the so yeah, since this brings us also to the end of our LinkedIn masterclass, but before we end, I have certain prototype profiles which you can follow or refer to apart from my profile. Or So firstly, we have Shivam's profile. You can see this profile if you want to look for the profile picture. You can see how this is of chest length, clearly visible with a solid background. So his photo or his picture is clearly brightening up that with this solid background. His LinkedIn banner is making ideas happen because he's a entrepreneur and also working with a in the marketing section. So he's posted something related to it, is making ideas happen, which conveys a positive message. He has a very short headline, but you can also refer to Khushi's profile for a detailed headline. Um, for Bishil Mehdi's profile, you can refer to his profile if you want to learn how to make curative and creative posting. um, for Basant's post, you can, although she is a very renowned name in on LinkedIn, and she's also working in Google, so working, but you will get an idea how to make personalized posts through her profile. Then for Uday's profile, he also delivers LinkedIn profile optimized sessions, but you can see how his profile picture, although not having a solid background behind, but is normally with a decent smile. So you can refer to his profile for the post and for friendly and reflective posts, and at the same time for the LinkedIn banner. So apart from my profile, I personally think that you can follow these people because these people uh, actually will help you more effectively grow your LinkedIn, and you can learn from them how to make creative and curative posts, how to curate your posts, and at the same time profile pictures, and how to optimize your LinkedIn effectively. So, and at the same time, if you have any other individual that you follow who is marketizing or personally branding himself or herself, you can follow, keep posting about that person as well for your community building. Um, I think next slide we have that brings us to the end of this workshop. The floor is open for questions. If you have any questions, you can drop in the chat box or raise your hands and directly ask them.
Okay, thank you so much, Vanya, for this insightful session. I'm sure our audience has gained a lot of valuable perspectives. We would love our founder, Bhumi, to give her insights on the topic. I think we can move on to the next slide also.
Okay. I would first of all like to thank Vanya for taking out her time and briefing us. Honestly, there were few insight which I was doing simultaneously. So yeah, specifically the link part and everything 411. I think there are many tips which are very insightful for a person to start there. And I think you guys will agree with it. It was really from basic to breakthrough. Don't you guys agree on it? If yes, give me a thumbs up or something emojis. Right. Thank you guys. So it was a really great workshop and I got to learn a lot of things as a founder too. So yeah, learning never stops. So yes, and I would definitely like to thank Ashvi and Saloni for making this workshop happen, and also my entire team. Doing the back work is not easy. I know. Even Chavi has contributed over here. I'm really, really grateful for each and everyone and you all. Thank you for being here. If you didn't attended this workshop, this couldn't be possible without you. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope this workshop was nice, and there are many more workshops coming. We have planned a lot of things, so stay tuned with CS Spray for more such information. Thank you.
Okay, now the floor is open to Q&A questions. You can drop in the chat box and Vanya can answer.
Ashby, can you help them with the certificates?
Sure.
Yeah, so everyone who has joined, thank you for being a part. You will get your certificates within a week of the workshop. I'm also going to drop an Excel link, which I had dropped in the group. You can fill that out for your certificates. And you can start dropping in the questions that you're having during the webinar so that we can answer and wrap it up quick.
Additionally, apart from this, in case you have any other questions related to the platform or anything else, you can stay back and ask from me or Akash. We are staying back for this Q&A also.
Okay, so we have our first question. How to use advanced feature for internship for psychology students, especially remote because of a full-time student?
Okay, so Akash, for internship opportunities, especially, I would recommend you to not to go for the job search of options, because the job search filters are more effective for job opportunities, which are full-time or entry level even. So I can understand that you require more of the part-time opportunities. You can look for the filter of part-time opportunities, but if you don't get effective or your like your the dream job that you want to find or something which is aligning with your goals, what you can do is follow certain industry experts or the pages like Sci Spirit or Desi Psychologist, certain pages who are actively posting about the hiring of their for their job opportunities or for like their organization. You can follow them. They actively post about the job opportunities or the internships that they may require or for the vacancies. You can follow any of our profiles. We often repost the vacancies, so you can follow any of our profiles. What what kind of internships should I do for aligning my stream as political science major and being an aspirant for government services? You can do more internships related to social activation and like for NGOs and I guess something which reflects or makes you understand your community better. So like rehabilitation services, a lot of Vikalp NGOs or other rehabilitation services which helps you understand the community from the groundwork. So you can work with these kind of organizations. Or also like if you want to work at a more reputed organizations, you can also look for the policy making internships or fellowships that come up. Next up, we have Path. I have a sports certificates till the national level, yet I want to promote research psychology. Is it a good idea to promote my sports background? Definitely, Parth, there's no harm to promote your sports as your hobbies or something which were a part of your extracurricular. Research is something which is you are doing as your academia, as a part of your academia. But you're also a sports enthusiast, so you can make reflect it through your posts. Like apart from like research enthusiast, you were also a sports freak. You can also curate more posts because I'm sure if you are somebody who likes sports, you will be much more aware about anything or everything that goes around the sports world. So you can post more about that as well. There's no harm in that. Next up, we have kindly also tell about the groups which we can join as psychology students for psychology insights like internships, documents, and opportunities. Okay, so apart from the groups that I had suggested, you can also follow others like the psychology freak or the psychology world. There are two groups that are coming up in my mind right now. Uh, Although people have started posting more job opportunities or internship related opportunities on WhatsApp groups because on WhatsApp it is more convenient for people, but uh, you get efficient job opportunities or more effective ones through LinkedIn groups, or you also get to know more about the industry trends through these LinkedIn groups. So apart from the groups that had been mentioned in that slide, you can also follow Psychology Freak and the psychology student. I have old certificates. Can I post them now? No worries. You can definitely post them now, Akash. Um, if you have if you want to show up your fields that although I did post recently now like my dance certificates, although that wasn't even concerning to my psychology field right now. But I did post because that what makes you stand out from your academia and shows that obviously, I think as if I make myself go to that position, like if I want to go up as a hiring manager, मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगेगा if मैं कोई भी ऐसा इंडिविजुअल पिकअप करूं जो सिर्फ साइकोलॉजी से ही रिलेटेड हो, सिर्फ साइकोलॉजी ही की ही बात करता हो. So I will like people who are a culmination of different backgrounds and produce them as a great individual, branding themselves as a reflective or a collectivistic individual कि हाँ मुझे डांस भी आता है but I am also for academia purposes I do psychology.
Okay, so there was one question while people were registering, so they dropped it in. How do I write posts that talk about my achievements, even though we have covered it in the session? Can you give a short note on it?
Okay. So for achievements, I would say that um, first of all, add something which goes like which makes people look to your entire look makes you people read through your entire post first of all. So recently when I did my workshop, so I wrote that insight, change, and transformation in three different dots: insight, change, and transformation. So they know that something she's talking about is either she's giving some insights or either she's talking about something transformation. So then I started with that. Um, so it was that my year-end post basically because although it is already Feb, but I did a workshop in December. So how I posted it was that there was no better way to end my year in 2024 than facilitating an amazing workshops. The feedbacks that I received were genuinely very overwhelming. If you're posting about your certificates, then you can go about like uh, I was I was brimming over how to get certified for LinkedIn optimization and look that I found a perfect way. You can mention the organization from which you got certification, even if it's LinkedIn Learning. So you can a lot of times way back I used to mention LinkedIn Learning, and they even used to reply to my post that thank you for learning with us. So they are that much active. So make sure that you, if you got inspired by anybody on the in your connections to learn that post, you can also mention that individual. I saw Ashvi's post to learn more about peer training. So look, I'm here. I got certified for LinkedIn Learning. Yes. Sorry, I could not understand the personalized message for connection. Would you kindly repeat it? So when you connect, so when you send a request for anybody in your network for a connection, like you may see recommended profiles or suggested profiles. If you click on that connect button, the LinkedIn will automatically show you a box, a text box. So do you want to send a personalized note or a personalized message to that individual? Once you click on yes button with a personalized type message that you either type it out or the LinkedIn will have their own template for it, and you send a personalized note alongside along with your connection request, that person will also receive your personalized note. So they know that you are connecting with them for a particular purpose and you're just not connecting because you saw a connection coming in and for just to enhance your connection numbers. You don't have a selfish purpose behind it, basically. Do we have any other questions?
I don't think so. We don't have any other questions. In case you have any other questions, let us know, or later on you can add. We can reply on the comments or LinkedIn. So you can start by tagging us and making your LinkedIn profile more better. We are reposting, we are commenting, we are replying from right now. I'll tell you that. So definitely there are few more questions. We have few more.
Okay. I take them quickly. And many more participation certificates were okay. I received them couple of months ago, so I wanted to ask if it's okay, I can post them on LinkedIn now. Definitely, you can post it. See, you can post it anytime, any day on LinkedIn, even if you have achievements from a year back. Sometimes what I do is that I save up certain certifications that I have done but so that it does not look like I'm oversharing or I'm just posting content because I haven't posted in a long back. I save up certain posts so that when the time comes that a creator block comes that I don't have anything to post, I can just freely post those certifications, because those are the skills that any I have done way back. So how you can start with that, in December maybe 2024, I assume, I it's a hypothetical thing. In December 2024, I was sitting free along. I saw this post, or I saw this course scrolling through LinkedIn, and I I I'm just intrigued by the learnings that I received from this certification. Thank you to the organization for just providing me with the skills and the right set skills, or right pool of knowledge by the certification. You can post anytime on LinkedIn, even if those certifications are yearly long. Do we have? Oh, okay. I have a question. I have certificates from my internships, but I'm unsure about sharing them. Concerned that they contain my supervisor's contact details and my personal information. No worries, you can doodle them. Uh, you can directly use a marker or a digital doodle. Just doodled if they have contact details like contact number. If you are still connected with your supervisor, you can ask them that, can I post this? Can I make this post? If it contains like the email ID, there's no harm in posting that even without the consent, because it's okay. Email ID is for the purpose that it reaches out to other people. I
Okay,
don't think
so
any questions. Yes.
yeah, I think we can conclude it. So, thank you everyone who has joined us today. Thank you for being a part of this enlightening discussion. Let's continue to break barriers and advocate for mental well being. Until next time, stay inspired, stay mindful, and keep learning. Also, if anyone hasn't filled out the Excel sheet, please do for the certificates. Certificates will be sent out in about a week. And have a wonderful day ahead.
Yeah,
Bye
definitely.
bye.
Thank you, Vanya. Thank you for joining in. And in case anyone has doubts related to CS spray, you can let me know. You can stay back and let us know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vanya. Thank you for joining in. It was a lovely workshop from
Thank
your
you,
end.
everybody, for having me in. If you, along with side with your Excel sheet, if you're filling your names, don't forget to add your feedbacks as well. A very constructive feedback. I'm open to any every feedbacks you have for Science Spirit for me. Thank you for having me. It was a lovely time here. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Any other doubts? Any other thing? Let us know. Thank you for joining in, everyone. Thank you for your time and efforts.